Hey everyone, Dan Olsen here. A lot of people are working very hard to build their own business, to build those dreams, but it's so hard because there are also so many failures out there. I failed at least 5 times on major businesses that I was working with that I'm going to share with you. But I've been out here on the streets, I've knocked on the doors, I've knocked on the business doors, and sometimes you just get burned out. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. The numbers are not there, it's just not flowing, and you have to shut down your doors and move on to the next thing. I'm going to share with you some of these failures so that you don't have to repeat them. Before I achieved the financial success I've had today, I've failed so many times, but today we're going to talk about 5 major failures and how you can avoid those same mistakes that I had. When I first started out in life, I got married, I bought my first house, I had my first child on the way, and I was working hard at a job. I was also going to school full time, but you know, it was tough because I just wasn't quite making it. There was a lot of money at the end of the month that I needed to come up with to be able to pay my expenses. And I was getting calls from the mortgage company saying, hey, when are you going to make your payment? So I got worried and I thought, what's the best way for me to get out of this situation and keep my family moving forward? I decided to set up a business. And I think that's most people today have that drive to want to have something extra and have that freedom in the business. But there's a lot of failures out there. So let's avoid some of those failures. So the first thing I thought I would try was direct sales. And so I jumped into several different companies and I was selling different things, knocking on doors and picking up the phone and doing cold calls and calling people to set appointments. And I was selling cookware and I was doing vitamins and I had done soap and I had done food and I had done everything you can imagine. I was selling directly to the consumer and even trying to build little organizations and things like that along the way. It just didn't work out because I was so busy trying to keep my job and everything going, but I didn't really have time to spend the time on my business. Plus it was kind of a burnout for me because I didn't enjoy making a lot of those cold calls. So that was no good. Okay, so the second thing I tried to do is I'd read a lot about people who were making money in mail order business and direct marketing. So I looked at how they were doing it, modeled it after them, and put a little ad, classified ad in a national magazine. I started to get some response. It started to work a little bit. But then after a while, I had nowhere else to go. I had no place else to put my ads. I didn't know what I was doing, what I could do. And so I just had to fold up my shop and move out of mail order because it was just too hard for me and too difficult. So the third thing I tried to do is I'd seen people who had acquired existing businesses and I thought, hey, that's an easy way. It's already up and running. I can jump in. I can do a good job running that existing business and keep it moving forward. So I acquired a cellular telephone store and I put one of my trusted friends in there to kind of operate it while I kept doing some other things over here. And so I was looking at doing this semi-absentee owned. So I'd come in the store every so often and I would work it with him, but allow him to do it. But we just didn't have the experience. And guess what? We didn't have a system behind us. I had no mentorship. I had nobody to turn to. So we ended up having to close the store down and move off in another direction. And that was the end of my retail experience on my own. So the fourth thing I looked at doing was real estate. I've always heard a lot about real estate. I've always been interested in that. I have a financial background. I thought, real estate is it. Okay, so I'm going to go do this. So I'm going to go out and find me a rental property. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to rent it out and see if I can get some rents in and positive cash flow and the depreciation and everything. So I did that. I thought, okay, I'm on my way, and then I'll start looking at other ones. Then I got the call one day that my renter had left and skipped. And no rent, and I was ending up having to make the house payment myself. I went in and I found that the place was a mess. I had to clean up the refrigerator and all the other things. And I said, this is not for me. It's just great for some people, but it takes too long to get to that point where I can really build that net worth. And so I decided no more real estate for me. Okay, so the fifth thing I looked into is that, oh, there's all these people making all these money in the stock market, so I can do that. I can jump in and look at the stocks and I can evaluate them and I can buy here a little bit lower and sell a little bit higher and manage that whole process, even a little bit of day trading type program. But when I started getting into it and understanding it and seeing how people lost money overnight. Even the more successful investors were losing a lot of money. And I didn't have a lot of money at that time to invest and to lose. So I didn't want to lose any more money, so I decided I might as well just go to Las Vegas and gamble it away because I wasn't that good at it. It just didn't flat work for me because I couldn't spend enough time in that type of business to understand what's needed to be successful in investing in stocks. So that was out. So after all those failures, feeling bad for myself, I don't know if you've ever felt that way, you just feel like everything's against you and you just can't find the right thing, you just can't find that niche. A neighbor came to me one day and said, "Hey, I know you want to get into your own business. You ever thought about franchising?" And I says, "Well, I don't know much about franchising. Most people don't know that much about franchising, but I'm grateful because he was like a mentor to me. He taught me, he showed me a little bit about it, and I just loved it because you can get into thousands of different franchises, so you can find the right one that fits you, that you can have some passion for. So it was just a matter of finding the right franchise. And after I found that right franchise, I was able to explode and accelerate my income and be able to achieve that success that I've been seeking for many, many years with all those other businesses that I failed at. What I learned in franchising is what we've talked about on another video, is those 4 essential things that make you successful. They're here on your screen. First of all, there's a brand name. You've got something that's successful already out there that people recognize. Follow that. Number 2, there is a system to follow. They've proven it. So just follow the formula that works, step by step. It's already there for you. And thirdly, that's the support, having those mentors to help make sure you succeed and you don't make those mistakes. And of course, the franchise does provide the real education to you. It provides the opportunity to build networks so that you can really succeed on the highest level with the highest chance of success. You know, these businesses that I've just described, a lot of people have made a lot of money in those. But for me, it just didn't take hold. I just didn't learn quick enough, or I wasn't able to get the right mentorship. I wasn't able to follow the system that I needed to make sure that I succeeded at those businesses. And the passion then left me. And so then I was left to jump into the world of franchising, as I mentioned. And it's really an opportunity for anyone that can find the right franchise for them out of the thousands that are out there. You know, I've had the opportunity to help thousands of people find that right franchise. And those people now are doing billions of dollars per year in sales and have created tens of thousands of new hourly and salaried jobs for the economy. This is what we're doing in the world of franchising, to help people succeed and not only themselves individually as building their own business, but we're also helping the economy to succeed in a big way as well. So if you'd like that free consultation with one of our experts, one of our mentors that can kind of help you take that step-by-step process into the world of franchising, please click the link below. We'd love to help you, as we've done thousands of others. Click the link below and let's chat. Let's talk soon. Thanks for watching. I hope this has inspired you and motivated you to get out there and create something special in your life. Don't forget to subscribe and to ring the bell, because there's more notifications that will come as a result of that. Check out the next video. There's lots more to come.